Hello, hello, hello again, life changers. I am going to do a barbering cut. And this is Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
Hello.
We're getting him ready for rags. He's a military man, and so he's got to stay in rags. So that's what we're doing today. All right. How you been, Ryan?
I've been great. How about yourself?
Oh, fine, thank you. So we're gonna do a medium fade cut so we can get him ready. And I showed you in previous clippings what he looked like before the cut. And so we're gonna get him ready to be in rags. And we appreciate him for coming in today. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're getting rid of all this extra hair on the bottom of his neck. He looks like he's been on vacation. So we got to get him back in rags with the military. So we're gonna cut all of this off on the bottom, and then work on fading him a little bit. And then his top is so long. I mean, his top is so very long. I know it is. I can look at it and tell how long it is, because I've been cutting him for a while. His hair grows so fast. His hair grows extremely fast. I hope you guys are having a happy holiday to you. You know, because this is the season. This is the joyful season that we're in.
Starting to get cold already too now.
Yes, and it's cold. Yes, it is. It is so cold out there. I'm telling you what, it's like really, really, truly cold. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to take some of the bulk out of this area here above the line to start the fade. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do that and then come back in and work on fading him out. And we're going to take some of this excessive hair out of here, so that way we can get him straightened all the way out, because he's usually for a medium, but sometimes his hair grows all the way out so much that we have to go up just a little bit. Sometimes when the hair grows out excessively, sometimes you do have to make compensation and go in and go up just a little bit, you know, to make that hair look right. And then we got to be mindful about the cowlick area. That's his buddy that grows in, that tries to take over. That's what I call the cowlick, the growing buddy that tries to take over. But it don't ever go anywhere. It stays with you. You can't get rid of the cowlick. It stays with you. It constantly stays with you. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we got an even blend on that cowlick, because that cowlick didn't grow back in from the last cut. So that was good. I'm telling you, that was really good. But you see how long these bangs are. You see how long these bangs are, okay? So we're going to have to work on that too as well. And I'm just going right here to the very temple of his edge and working on smoothing out that hair so I can get ready to blend it out. He's got so much hair, gorgeous hair. And just beautiful. So we are excited about Ryan. Ryan is gonna be right and tight here in a minute. He's gonna be right and tight. All righty. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start working on getting that line out, because his hair, that's the only thing about dark hair. You have to really work on it, because when you're doing the line, when you're cutting that hair, you automatically put a line in that hair. But you have to get the line out to make sure that the fade is looking right. Because when the hair is dark as his is, it'll show the line. So nobody wants to walk around with a ring lying around their head, right? That's not cool.
Definitely not.
Yeah, you look like somebody just drew a ring around your whole head, you know, because it's not blended in properly.
Like the classic bowl cut?
Yeah, like a bowl cut, old-fashioned bowl cut, exactly. Yeah, something like that too. And so what I work on is taking my time and working on getting that line out, so that way it'll look nice and neat, and he won't look like he had a bald cut on his head. That's exactly what it looks like, a bald cut. And so what I'm going to do is, in blending from the bottom, I'm flicking outward on the very top and edges, so that way when I come back in to do the blend, it won't have the bulk and it won't be so bulky. And so when I do the blend, it'll be a nice, good, smooth blend, and it'll all blend downward with this here, this line right here. So that's why I'm doing the flicking out. I'm flicking it out on the edges as I'm going through and making sure that the line is not in there. I'm flicking it out so that way I can come back in and do the blend. Now, because of his cowlick area, this is where his cowlick begins to grow, and so it's growing, and it's growing all the way in here. So then the actual direction of the hair changes in here. It actually changes. It actually changes, and it puffs up. So because of the cowlick, so it kind of puffs up. So even in that, I'm going to be careful and I'm going to be mindful not to cut so much in here. But when I go through with the clipper and the comb, I'm going to adjust the comb a certain way so I can blend all of that in a certain way. All right? All right. So that's what we're doing today. We're working on a nice clean clipper cut for this young man who is in the military, and we appreciate your service.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we thought about you Veterans Day. Yes, we did. And we appreciate all you guys' service. You guys are awesome. You guys are some awesome people, you know, because you guys keep us protected, and we appreciate that. Yes, so and that cowlick is bulging. It's already bulging out. It's already, even though I'm working on the bottom, that bulging effect is already there because of his cowlick. So we want to make sure that we get an even, and with his hair being so dark, you have to take your time. I have to take my time when I'm doing the blending, because if I don't take my time, I could go up too high. And if I go up too high, then I'm going to go past the actual line that he's looking for as far as a fade. So that's the reason why I take my time and I work with the bottom very carefully, so that way I won't go up too high, you know. So, and then if I do kind of go up sometimes a little high, that's because I'm making more of what they call a shadow fade in that area. Okay? Which still looks good, and the hair is all uniformed together, and it looks good like that too. So, because in some instances, and like over here on this side of his cowlick, he has more hair on that side. On this side, he doesn't have that much hair on this side. So the bulk of the hair grows within the structure on that side with the cowlick. This side over here, it has less hair. Okay, so I need to be careful, because I don't want to go up too far, but I want to be able to give him a true blend. I want to give him a true blend in what I'm doing, because I don't want to go up and cut into that cowlick. It's already pretty much taken care of, so I just need to work around it now. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about cutting into it or trying to do anything to make it lay down, because, you know, my thing on the cowlick, they're his buddies, but, you know, they can be a pain. And so you have to try your best to not make those noticeable. And the cowlicks is just like the Little Rascals. Remember the Little Rascals? And Alfalfa's hair would stick straight up, and he would sing, and then they would look like they would make his hair stand straight. That's the same thing that these cowlicks are. The same thing, same example. And so we don't want that. We don't want that hair sticking up like he belongs to Alfalfa. That's what we don't want, okay? We want a good, even, supported blend to bring out all of his natural looks. Okay.
My hair is so long.
And his hair is so long in the front here. His hair is so long. Okay, so this is what we have done so far. We have went in and we have done the blending. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check. I'm checking now, and I'm seeing where I might need to just do a little bit more on that bottom, a little bit more. And like I said, if I have to come up, I'm gonna come up and out, come up and out, come up and out, come up and out. This is the cowlick area. So I'm just coming up and out. So that way, when I go in with the clippers over comb, it'll be an easier fix, okay? And I'm just kind of flicking him up, because I need all of this to uniform itself together, kind of like being cohesive, you know, like the cohesive glue here, to make it all really nice. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take scissors over comb. I'm gonna take scissors over comb, and I'm gonna go through, and I'm going to start working on getting the hair at you know, at an even length, so it can all be the same. All right. So are you getting a little anxious? Are you getting things done? Are you getting things done, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of stuff getting done right now. I already feel like my head's already getting lighter. Every time I come back, I lose so much hair.
It feels like your head's getting lighter.
Yep.
Because you have so much hair. He always says that when he gets his hair cut. He says, always feel so much lighter when I come and get my hair cut. Because he has so much hair. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this comb and I'm going to go right in. I'm going to go right in. Okay. I'm going to go right in and lift this up a little bit. I'm just going to do a little bit of lifting. I'm going to lift this up a little bit to get that line in. Now I can already see how that hair is thick in some places and thinner in others. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to turn the comb. I'm going to turn the comb in the opposite direction now, and I'm just kind of easing in there, and I'm tapping out the bulk. That's what I'm doing now. I'm tapping out the bulk. I'm tapping out all the bulk, so that way he'll have a beautiful fade line. His fade line is coming in beautifully now. So you have to turn your combs. You have to turn your combs. You can't think that you're going to be able to literally cut the hair in one direction, because the hair grows in different directions. Sometimes the hair will grow up and down, and then sometimes the hair will grow horizontal, and sometimes it'll grow horizontal, and sometimes it'll grow vertical. So the hair is not growing always the same in the same direction, you know. So I deal with plenty of that, you know. With the military men, you see plenty of that hair that grows in so many different directions. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm over here in this cowlick area, and I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, okay, I got one big bulk right here, that okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna kind of graze in that area because I've already kind of like went over it a little bit and lifted up and out. So now I'm doing the comb over clippers to make it look like all the hair is even length, okay? Because that's what you want. You want that evenness throughout that head on your fade, okay? So now I'm going to turn him around. I'm going to turn him around on this side. Uh-oh. That bang is flirting.
Oh, yeah.
He's got this good long bang flirting in his head like nobody's business. This is how we know that his hair is out of control, because his bang takes over. His bang will take over the whole head because it grows out so much. And don't be afraid to cut into these areas, you know, because you have to cut into them to make them work sometimes, you know. You have to cut into the areas, you know. I know when I first started, I was afraid. Oh my God, I was petrified. Because I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to get this. But I finally learned, you know, after a period of time, you do it so much, it takes your fear away. But I always wanted to be a barber. I really did. I could do the hair. I always loved hair, but I had never walked into the barbership, and I wanted to become a barber. And I did. And I tell you, it's wonderful. And I like the art of it. That's what it's about for me. I love the art. I love the art of the hair because it's so magnificent to see. Oh, that bang has taken over. His bang has taken over. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in and I've taken out the bulk. I've taken out the bulk of his side. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna work on doing an even blend. I'm gonna work on doing an even blend from that bottom. And his hair texture on the side here is actually different. His hair texture on the side is a lot straighter. I mean a whole lot straighter. So that's why I say you can't be afraid. And even though he has a lot on the side, but it was just a lot straighter. So you gotta go in and you got to cut out some of that hair because it's just way too much for his little head. He got a little bitty head. He got a little head, so all this has to be cut out and taken care of. This is wonderful. Okay, and so what I have done, okay, how we looking, Ryan?
Looking good.
Okay.
Looking real good.
I'm going to blend. I'm going to get that hair out of your face. Just hold on. we got so much hair going on with in his front while I'm working on the rest of it. I'm going to have to put a clip up here. we gonna make him look real cute.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
He's going to have a clip head now. I got to get that hair out of his face because I need him to look at his hair. I need to. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going up in the hair and I'm just smoothing it over. I'm just smoothing it over and out in those places. Okay. And this way he doesn't have to worry about a haircut for a while. Okay?
That's good.
Now how is that?
Looks good.
It looks good? Okay.
Short.
And so now, what I'm going to do is to have like more of an accent in his haircut. I'm going to go in and I'm going to, now see, all of this is just excessive extra hair because he's got so much hair, but his hair is so gorgeous. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to start edging it out. So all of this hair right here, I'm going to have to cut into this so that way it can fall all into the natural hairline. So I'm going to go in here and do this. Because, and that's where a lot of people mess up at, because they're not understanding that you have to cut into the hairline, the actual hairline. You see that? How is that looking?
Right. Good, yeah, just fall
Yeah,
right on.
yeah. And so it causes that hair to fall right into place where it needs to be. Oh, we're getting somewhere today. Yeah. I tell you, Ryan, you looking like a boss today.
Thank you.
I'm saying, you looking like a boss. We're going to have to call you boss. Ah! I just love messing with you. Yeah, so, and then I'm just kind of cleaning up. He has so much hair. I'm going to clean his neck up and all of that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in on this side, and he has excessive hair growing all the way into his front. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his line. I'm going to deal with his natural line, of course, but I need to make sure that that hair is linked up with his natural hairline, even the extra hair that is growing on the sides here. So I'm going in and I'm going to take that extra hair and I'm going to make sure that it all links up in his hairline so it'll look like it's a part of his head. Okay, so we're going to do this. And on that, sometimes you just have to take the ends of the blade, not the whole blade, and just kind of like finagle it. Okay, let's see what we're looking like here. How is that?
So smooth, yeah.
Yeah,
real good.
that looks good. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do, let me wipe some. Oh, see, after I cut that point down, it made that hair lay all the way down. See, it made that hair lay all the way down. And then what I'm going to do, because he has a lot of hair, I'm going to go in and I'm going to thin out some of this because it's too bulky. Mm-hmm. It's way too bulky. So I'm going to take the actual thinning shears and I'm going to go in and I'm going to take some of the bulk out of his hair, okay? Because Ryan, you like it better when we take the bulk out of it, right?
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, I turned that off for a minute because we were recording. I'll turn it back on. Hold on. Okay.
How's it going, Venus?
Good morning.
Yes. All right, so we're almost done. Hold on. I'm going to take the bulk out of here. Okay. And when I say take the bulk out, what I usually do is on taking the bulk out, I usually like lift the hair up and then I just kind of go in and start cutting all of this out. Okay. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Take the bulk out of it. See, all of this hair is coming out of there. All of this hair is coming out. What are you laughing for?
That feels good.
He said it feels good. Okay, so all of this is out. All of the bulk. So now we're taking the bulk. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the ends of it like that to give it a smoother. I'm going to hit the ends. I'm going to lift it up. And I'm going to hit the ends like so at the edge, like so. And that will give it even more, take more of the bulk out, okay? Okay, let's do this. I'm just taking some of the bulk, where it'll be natural, okay? Alrighty. Okay, alrighty. Now, how does that look? That looks good. Mm-hmm. Now, do you want me to cut in the interior, or do you like it like this?
Probably cut it in the interior.
You want me to cut into the interior as well? Okay. Okay, so he wants me to cut into the interior of his hair, you know, even though we've taken the bulk out. Okay, and we're almost done. Okay. Let me, so we won't have all that water, all the hair all in your face. Let me do this. And we're almost done. We're gonna cut this interior. And what I'm gonna do, now that I've taken all the bulk out of it, only thing I'm gonna do is just go in, and I'm not gonna cut frontward to backwards. I'm gonna actually cut just from this angle here because of me taking the bulk out. Okay, how is that?
Yeah, look at that. It's real good.
Okay, so I've taken the bulk out, but I'm only cutting. I'm not, normally I would go this way, but because I took out so much bulk and it started looking really good, I figured we didn't have to do that. And then the cowlick looks good too. All right. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, because we already got everything pretty much done. How is it looking, Riley?
It looks real good.
Okay. So he said he likes it. It looks real good. And so we are on point. Okay. All right. So we're ready now. You like that?
Yep.
Anything else you think?
Nope, that's
okay,
good.
Is that good?
It looks good.
Okay. Well, he is ready. And so I'm going to get some stuff to wipe his neck down and clean him up. And then we can truly say that this is the haircut. I'm gonna let you guys see it. I'm gonna take it off the stand and let you see the whole haircut here in a minute. All right, we appreciate you, Ryan. We definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're getting him cleaned up, and I'm going to show you guys what he looks like, and then we'll be ready to go. All right. Of course, this is me.